Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. OK, let's dive deep into building an ember.js application to manage a hypothetical Ember chair inventory, with a strong focus on test-driven development, TDD, throughout the process. This guide will walk you through setting up the environment, writing tests first, and then implementing the code to make those tests pass. Disclaimer: this is a comprehensive guide, and the code examples are simplified for illustrative purposes. A real-world application would likely have more complex data models, interactions, and styling. Also, this tutorial assumes some basic knowledge of JavaScript and HTML/CSS. Project goal: our Ember chair application will allow users to 1. View a list of available Ember chairs. 2. Add new Ember chairs to the inventory, specifying properties like name, color, material, price. 3. Edit existing Ember chairs. 4. Delete Ember chairs. Why test-driven development, TDD? TDD is a development practice where you write your tests before writing the actual code. This forces you to think about the desired behavior of your application upfront, leading to better design. You design based on use cases rather than implementation details. Reduced bugs. By having tests from the start, you catch errors early and prevent regressions. Improved code quality. TDD encourages simpler, more testable code. Confidence in refactoring. You can confidently refactor your code knowing that your tests will catch any breaking changes. Living documentation. Your tests serve as documentation of how your code is expected to work. Prerequisites. Node.js and npm, Node Package Manager. Make sure you have Node.js and npm installed. You can download them from https://nodejs.org/ https://nodejs.org. Ember CLI, command line interface. Install Ember CLI globally using npm. Editor/IDE. Choose your favorite code editor/IDE, VS Code, Sublime Text, Atom, etc. Install any relevant ember.js extensions for syntax highlighting, code completion, and debugging. 1. Setting up the Ember project. Open your terminal and create a new Ember project. This command *ember new Ember chair app creates a new Ember project named Ember chair app. *yarn specifies that you want to use Yarn as your package manager. Optional, you can use npm instead. *cd Ember chair app navigates into the newly created project directory. 2. Project structure. Familiarize yourself with the basic Ember project structure. *app/ contains your application's source code, components, templates, routes, models, services, etc. *tests/ contains your application's tests. This is where we'll be spending a lot of time. *config/ contains configuration files for your application, environment settings, router configuration, etc. *public/ contains static assets, images, fonts, etc. *vendor/ contains third-party libraries. *node_modules/ contains your project's dependencies, managed by npm or Yarn. *package.json contains project metadata and dependencies. *ember CLI build.js defines how your application is built. 3. Planning the first feature, displaying the list of chairs. Before we write any code, let's plan our first feature, displaying a list of chairs. We'll need asterisk a root asterisk to handle the /chairs URL. Asterisk a model asterisk to represent a single Ember chair. Asterisk a template asterisk to display the list of chairs. Asterisk a component, optional to display each chair in the list individually. 4. Writing the first test, TDD in action. We'll start with an acceptance test, which simulates user interactions and verifies that the application behaves as expected. Create a new acceptance test file. This command creates test/acceptance/chairs test.js. Open test/acceptance/chairs test.js and replace its contents with the following. Explanation asterisk import, from, imports necessary modules from Ember's testing framework. Asterisk module, acceptance chairs, function, hooks. Defines a test module named acceptance chairs. Asterisk setup application test, hooks, sets up the testing environment for an acceptance test. Asterisk test, visiting /chairs, async function, assert. Defines a test case named visiting /chairs. Asterisk await visit, /chairs, simulates visiting the /chairs root. Await is necessary because root transitions are asynchronous. Asterisk assert.equal, current URL, /chairs, should visit /chairs root, asserts that the current URL is /chairs. Asterisk assert.dom, data test chair, .exists, count, 3, should display 3 chairs, asserts that there are 3 elements with the data test chair attribute. We use this attribute to select elements in our tests without relying on CSS class names, which might change. Asterisk assert.dom, data test chair nth child, 1, chair name, has text, Eames lounge chair, chair 1 name is correct, asserts that the first chair in the list has the name Eames lounge chair. Running the test, it will fail. Run the tests using the following command. You'll see that the test fails. This is expected. We haven't implemented any of the code to make it pass yet. The error messages will give you clues about what needs to be done. You should see something like assertion failed, element data test chair not found. 5. Implementing the code to pass the test, red-green refactor. Now it's time to write the code to make the test pass. We'll follow the red-green refactor cycle of TDD. Asterisk red asterisk the test fails, which it already does. Asterisk green asterisk write the minimum amount of code to make the test pass. Asterisk refactor asterisk clean up and improve the code without breaking the tests. Create the chairs root asterisk. This command creates app/root/chairs.js and app/templates/chairs.hbs. B. Implement the chairs root asterisk. Open app/root/chairs.js and add the following. This root defines a model hook that returns an array of chair objects. For now, we're hard-coding the data. C. Implement the chairs template asterisk. Open app/templates/chairs.hbs and add the following. This template iterates over the at model, which is the data returned by the root's model hook, and displays each chair's name and color within elements with the data test chair attribute and elements with the respective class names for styling. D. Run the tests again asterisk. The test should now pass. You've successfully completed the first red-green cycle. 6. Refactor, optional, but recommended. The code is working, but it can be improved. For example, we're hard-coding the chair data in the root. We could move this data to a separate service or a data store, like Ember Data, for better organization and maintainability. However, for the sake of brevity, We'll skip the refactoring step for now and move on to the next feature. 7. Adding a new chair, TDD again. Let's add the ability to add new Ember chairs to the inventory. Write the test asterisk. Add a new test case to test/acceptance/chairs test.js. Explanation asterisk. Asterisk await click, data test new chair button, simulates clicking a button to open the new chair form. Asterisk assert dot equal, current URL, /chairs/new, should transition to new chair root, asserts that we will transition to a/chairs/new root. Asterisk await fill-in, data test chair name, new chair name, simulates filling in the name field in the form. We'll do the same for color, material, and price. Asterisk await click, data test save chair button, simulates clicking the save button. Asterisk assert dot equal, current URL, /chairs, should transition back to chairs root, asserts that we're redirected back to the /chairs root after saving. Asterisk assert dot dom, data test chair last child dot chair name, dot has text, new chair name, new chair is displayed, asserts that the newly added chair is displayed in the list. Run the test, it will fail. The test will fail because we haven't implemented the new chair functionality yet. See implement the code, step by step. 1. Create the chairs/new root asterisk. 2. Implement the chairs/new root asterisk. 3. Implement the chairs/new template asterisk. 4. Add a link to the new chair form in the chairs template asterisk. 5. Add an action to save the new chair. 6. Wire up the controller in your template. Note asterisk. This example is for demonstration purposes and will not work properly. The problem with this example is that we have not established a way to connect this controller to the chair objects. The chairs objects from the /chairs root are not available to the /chairs/new template. Fix, inject the controller into the template. 7. Update the chairs root. Run the tests again asterisk. The test should now pass, or at least get closer to passing. You might encounter some errors related to the form submission or redirection, so debug and adjust the code as needed. Important considerations asterisk. Asterisk error handling asterisk. The current implementation doesn't handle any errors, example invalid input, server errors. You should add error handling and display appropriate messages to the user. Asterisk data persistence asterisk. The data is currently hard-coded or stored in memory. You'll need to use a database, example Firebase, PostgreSQL, or an API to persist the data. Ember data is a popular library for interacting with RESTful APIs. Asterisk validation asterisk. Add validation to ensure that the user enters valid data, example required fields, correct data types, price is a positive number. Asterisk user interface asterisk. The UI is very basic. You'll want to style it using CSS and consider using a UI framework like Ember Bootstrap. Asterisk components asterisk. As your application grows, you might want to break the view into smaller components. 8. Editing and deleting chairs, follow the same pattern. You can follow the same TDD approach to implement the edit and delete features. Asterisk write the test asterisk. Write an acceptance test that simulates editing or deleting a chair. Asterisk run the test, it will fail. Asterisk implement the code asterisk. Write the code to make the test pass, create routes, templates, actions, etc. Asterisk refactor asterisk. Clean up and improve the code. 9. Component tests, optional, but valuable. In addition to acceptance tests, you can write component tests to test individual components in isolation. This can be useful for testing the UI logic and behavior of your components. 10. Continuous integration, CI. Set up a CI system, example Travis CI, Circle CI, GitHub Actions, to automatically run your tests whenever you push changes to your repository. This helps ensure that your code is always working correctly and prevents regressions. Summary. This tutorial provided a detailed guide to building an ember.js application using test-driven development, TDD. We started with a simple feature, displaying a list of chairs, and gradually added more features, adding new chairs. We emphasized the importance of writing tests before writing code and following the red-green refactor cycle. Remember to adapt this example to your specific needs and to explore the many features and capabilities of ember.js. Good luck.